Yo, what's up? Y'all miss me? Man, I'm back at y'all with another one. Look, check this out. For this one, we're going to talk about KEEFE D. Now, KEEFE D got charged with that, the murder of Tupac. Now, KEEFE D was seen crying. Yes, a high-ranking Crip. He crying. He crying, bro. And I really don't understand what he crying for. It's like, bro, you bought all this shit on yourself, to be honest. Like, dude, you went on Vlad. First of all, you did all these Vlads. I think you did Cam Capone. You did a couple of interviews. And in those interviews, you speaking on the Tupac incident. Like, bro, you keep saying these people don't have no evidence. They don't have no evidence. The evidence is you. You admitted to the situation with Tupac multiple times, bro. Like, we ain't asked for that. We already knew what happened with Tupac. We already knew, allegedly, Baby Lane, or whatever his name is, had done that to Tupac. We already knew that. And Baby Lane is deceased. So, and that's your nephew. But it really ain't make no sense for you to even come out and really speak on the Tupac incident. It's like, bro, you was in Las Vegas, living far away from, LA. You got your grandkids to look after. You an elderly person. You got your whole, elderly life ahead of you. As far as with your grandkids and your new life that you got. It was no reason for you to come out to the internet and even speak on the Tupac situation, bro. Like, honestly, you brought all this on yourself, bro. And it's sad to see a grown man sit up there and cry about decisions and choices he made in life that ultimately led you in prison. Like, bro, dudes do stuff all the time. And when they come back to bite them, don't nobody cry about that. Like, I could tell you one incident where I went to jail for something petty. I went to jail for a warrant, like a traffic warrant or something. And I ended up being in a cell with an old man, right? It was a holding tank. Nah, the old man had warrants, just like me. But his warrants from way back in the gap, you hear me? And for some strange reason, he decided to come back to New Orleans. I don't know why. I think it was like, it probably was around, I would say, right before Christmas, or right after Christmas, like Mardi Gras, some around that area, around that time. And I guess he decided to come back, see his family, tour the city or whatever. And he wound up getting caught. So I remember being in the holding tank with him, and he just kept saying, man, I'm 60-something years old. I don't have no business being in here. Y'all trying to charge me for something that happened 40 years ago. But he wasn't really complaining. He was just shocked at the fact that they charging him behind something a warrant that he had 40 years ago. So I'm saying that to say, like, that old man wasn't crying. That old man that was in the whole time, he wasn't crying. He was just shocked, really. You know what I'm saying? He laughed about it a couple of times. And he was just, amazed at the fact that y'all really, locked me up behind something 40 years ago. Certain crimes that you commit, certain warrants that you get, is no statute of limitation on those things. Like, bro, I know for a fact, like, small, petty, miscellaneous things, it's a time period they got to get you. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like anywhere between 1 to 5 years, five to 7 years, something like that. But if you do something extreme and you got a warrant, or not even extreme, just something a little violent and you got a warrant, that warrant gonna stick with you, bro, until they catch up with you. Now, you might be out of town and the other police might see that warrant. They might see it, but they can't really, like, they can't bring you to jail for that. And they can't, like, they could, but they not. And the thing is, because if they bring you to jail for that, you're going to have to sit, and they're going to have to contact the other jail, and then the other jail got about, I want to say 30 days to come get you or something like that. And if they don't come get you, not even 30 days, I think it's like 72 hours or something like that. They got like 72 hours to come get you. They don't come get you within them 72 hours, the prison got to release you. And that's just that. And I know that for a fact because when I had caught the little, the little charge or whatever, and I got the warrant, I sat for like 2 days. And then on the third day, they decided to come get me. So I know for a fact, like, when you got a warrant for a prison system that's out of town, like say for instance, you go up north in Nebraska or something, but you got a warrant in New Orleans. Man, New Orleans police department got about 72 hours to come get you. If they don't come get you, Nebraska got to release you. You see what I'm saying? So I know that for a fact. But this situation is different because it's a murder charge. So there's no statute of limitation. They could hold you forever if they want to. They could just hold you. Like, I know guys in New Orleans, they got murder charges, and they've been just sitting in jail forever. Like, I'm talking about, it's been 8-9 years. They still sitting. They haven't been charged. They haven't been, convicted. No time served. None of that. They just sitting. Like basically a sitting duck waiting to be stamped on the charge they accused of. That gotta be a terrible way to live. And for the KEEFE situation, it's like, bro, you too old for the foolishness, bro. Like, come on now, bro. You got on Vlad. You did all these Vlad interviews. You did all these interviews saying what you and your nephew did. And now that these people caught up with you, you talking about they don't have new evidence. They got everybody on camera, but no KEEFE. Like, bro, if they got you in jail, they got something. That's one thing that I can honestly say about the police. Like, once you in jail, like once you in their system, or once you in the, they got you for something. You in there for something. Now, whether or not it's true, whether or not you can be convicted on that or not, that's another story. But if they got you, it's something that made them eligible to go get you and have you in custody. So KEEFE, you keep saying they don't have that. They got something. They got something. And maybe it might be just your big mouth. It might be just you explaining what happened that night. That may be all the evidence they need to soak you or sink you, whatever. That might be it. Like, bro, KEEFE, you don't realize how many interviews you did, and you don't realize how powerful your interviews was. Like, it was a point of time where all they had was KEEFE interviews out about the Tupac situation. You don't remember that, KEEFE? Like, bro, it was so many days I done woke up, got on YouTube, and it's just KEEFE. All KEEFE. All he talking about is the Tupac situation and his nephew and, what happened, what transpired, and why they did it, and who did it, and like, it's just crazy, bro. Like, KEEFE, you brought all this on yourself, brother. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's to the point where you crying and doing all this, it's like, it's embarrassing at the same time, because one, you a high-ranking member. Two, you an elderly, grown black man. So it's like, you gotta face your consequences, bro. Like, you did a lot of stuff when you was young. You did a lot of stuff, and it's just coming back to haunt you. Like, that's more so the reason why I ain't never really, like, fully indulged in, street activities, because I always felt like, all right, I'm young right now, and it's probably how I feel right now. But later on down the line, when I have kids and a family, a wife, and all these other things, I don't want nobody coming and taking nothing from me just because. Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't want nobody taking my life because they knowing my past life, and I don't want the officials to come snatch me up from my family because they feel like I had something to do with something that happened 10, 20, 30 years ago. Like, nah, man, that's like a big nightmare of mine. So he going through it. I understand he going through it, but it's like, bro, you brought that all on yourself. Like, if I'd have known I did something with my nephew, with one of the most influential rappers in America, I would never speak on that, bro. I would never speak on it. That's like if something was to happen to, well, I ain't gonna say no name because I don't want to wish nothing on nobody, but let's just say King Vine, for example, because King Vine already gone. If you would have come out and speak, let's just say if Tim was to come out and speak on the King Vine situation and, like, you know, brutally speak on it the way KEEFE D was speaking on it, he would be charged, bro. Like, even though he got away with the shit for the time being, he still would be charged. Because it's like, bro, what you told the police is not what you telling us or the people on these interviews. So it's like, bro, y'all gotta stop, bro. Y'all gotta stop doing these interviews. When y'all know y'all knee deep in the street and y'all got some secrets or some shit that y'all supposed to take to the grave, you take that shit to the grave, bro. Now, I understand y'all seeing the interviews and the bloggers, podcasters and all that. Y'all seeing us pop out, content creators. Y'all seeing us go up, getting this money and all that. But at the same time, bro, if you know that the situation you speaking on at hand could possibly in your life and cause you to be living inside a prison cell, man, don't speak on that. Don't speak on that, bro. Don't speak on that. You seen what happened to AR-Ab? AR-Ab got on them interviews and said all that stuff about this, and that, and all his partners and what they do and how he get down and how he ain't never got to defend himself. You got to worry about the niggas that's behind him and this, and that. And look where he at. Look where he at. In prison, all behind doing Vlad interviews, speaking on the business. Then everybody want to blame Vlad. It's never Vlad's fault, bro. Vlad is an interviewer. Vlad has a podcast. Vlad has a channel that makes money. All he doing is trying to get to the bag. If he asks you a certain question and you know you're not supposed to answer it, don't answer it. Like, y'all answering questions that y'all know y'all not supposed to be answering. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like, if I knew I was that type of guy and I got on the Vlad interview and Vlad asked me a question, I'd make it spicy. Like, I just smile or I just laugh. And I tell Vlad, man, you crazy, man. I don't want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll still do numbers and you could still possibly bring views to Vlad. But you ain't got to get up there and spill the beans and tell exactly what happened and how it happened and where it happened and the reason why it happened. Like, you ain't got to do that, bro. You ain't got to do that. So I feel like ultimately KEEFE D ruined his own life, bro. Because KEEFE D was out of town in Vegas with his grandkids chilling. Like he said, they're good athletes. And he was helping them, you know, get to where they need to be in life. And your past hunting interviews that you did 4-5 years ago, because it's 2025. You was doing them interviews in like 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. So interviews that you did 3 to 5 years ago is coming back to haunt you. And then you got Diddy in jail. Diddy, the person that you allegedly had the business with. So you don't think, like, come on now, bro. They try to charge Diddy with this. Remember when the situation came up, they were gonna try to charge Diddy. So you don't think Diddy, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he did that, but you don't think he, pointed the elbow your way, like, come on now, y'all trying to charge. I'm already in here for my own crimes and what I did myself. Y'all trying to charge me with this Tupac stuff, man. Go holler at KEEFE D about that. So you don't think, like, come on now, bro. Then it's just so much going on here, bro. But it's sad to see an elderly man cry like that in prison, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Then you a high-ranking Crip member, like, that had something to do with Tupac. Like, man, you know how many people that go crazy behind Tupac and they knew you. Like, come on now, bro. Like, I know how you feel. You don't want to be in there with them wolves. You don't want to be in there with them wolves. Then you still like you old, but you still got a program because you are who you are. That'll never change. You could say you denounce the gang or you not with the gang. You could say that all you want, but once you put in so much work and so much history behind your name and your legacy and what you did, like it's like that can't be erased. That can't be erased. That's why when people denounce their gang or say they not, they not banging no more, that'd be a big old joke. Cause it's like, bro, you can't denounce what you already put in work for. You can't denounce that. Like, you could say you not a Crip no more. You could say you not banging no more, but when the person that know you, see you, and they want that, they gonna push up on you about that. So it's like, I already know what he going through. He up and up. His whole life, he done changed his whole life. Now you gotta revert back to the old him. And he old. Like, he too old. It's just crazy, bro. But if he get charged for this Tupac murder, he could kiss, you know what I'm saying? He could kiss life goodbye. He could kiss his grandkids goodbye. Everything. You know what I'm saying? Goodbye. And it'll be nobody's fault but his own, to be honest. It'll be nobody's fault but his own, because he didn't have that to do. He ain't had that to do, bro. He had no reason to get on live and discuss the business. He really deserved a DP. Like, everybody was saying it when he first came out and started doing them interviews. Everybody was saying he deserved a DP. No matter how old he is, how high his rank, he deserved a DP. Who deceased, he deserved a DP. Because ain't no way in the world you just got on Vlad TV and told the business like that, bro. Knowing that this thing gonna reach millions of people. Knowing that the feds listening. Knowing that you a high-ranking member. And you gonna get on Vlad TV and talk about this? Then this ain't no anybody, dude. This Tupac. The whole world is fascinated about the Tupac and Biggie story. And you gonna come out and say what you and your nephew allegedly did to Tupac? It's just crazy, bro. Now you sitting in the cell and you crying. Now you doing more interviews and you crying, talking about they don't have no evidence. Dude, the evidence is you. You are the evidence. Like, we could watch all your Vlad TVs, all your Vlad interviews. Like, that'll be crazy if, because like, didn't they charge ARL based off of Vlad interview? So that'll be crazy if they sit you down in trial, show all your interviews, and then the juries just prove you guilty. Like, they just say you guilty. That'll be crazy. And then everybody gonna wanna blame Vlad and say he the police and this and that. I honestly don't think, listen, do I think the police come to Vlad for intel, certain footage and stuff behind certain dudes that he interviewed? Yes. Because some of you guys are already on the feds list. Some of you guys are already being watched. So, of course, when you go do an interview with Vlad, the feds probably contact Vlad and be like, hey, we need that footage. We need the scrap footage. We need all that. Of course. That's why you got to know how to speak, bro. You got to know what to say, when to say it, how to say it, all that. Because it ain't Vlad, bro. Vlad is never the problem. I don't think Vlad the problem, bro. Just like y'all say Adam 22. I don't think Adam 22 the problem, bro. How I'm the problem if y'all beefing and I'm instigating it. I'm instigating it. Basically, that's what it is. I'm instigating the beef. But how is it my problem? That's not my problem. That's y'all problem, nigga. I'm a podcaster. I'm getting my podcast lit. I'm getting my channel lit. So whatever I gotta do to make this bubble, if I gotta be messy, I'm doing it. Y'all niggas Y'all been in the streets for so long. Y'all grown men. Y'all should know how to move. Y'all should know how to, like, not let nobody dictate what you see out your mouth or how you move or what you got going on. Like, y'all get a Vlad interview or anybody interviewing just think is just peaches and cream. Like, y'all think y'all so lit. Like, bro, it ain't. Then most of the time, they only interviewing y'all for to talk about the mess. And you know that already. So you go into the interview knowing that, like, say for instance, you get into it with somebody. Then they hit you up for an interview. You know why they hitting you up for the interview, dude. You just got into it with so-and-so. So in the back of your mind, you should already know, like, all right, I'm about to go to the interview. They don't want to talk about nothing but what just happened between me and dude. When I get there, as soon as the cameras come on, I'm gonna flat out address that we ain't even speaking on, dude. Now, if you want to talk about my music, my life, my goals, what's been going on in my personal life, stuff like that, we could talk about it. But we ain't talking about no beef. We ain't talking about dude. We ain't talking about none of that. If y'all start doing that, everything will be all right. Or you could talk about the situation, but just don't put too much icing on the cake. Man, y'all dudes be having y'all be having icing, fruits, sprinkles. Y'all put everything on the cake. Y'all put icing inside the cake, double icing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do too much, bro. Y'all do too much. And what the feds do, they eat it up. Get fat. Get fat. And then what they do? Shit on y'all. Bring up shit on y'all. Straight flush y'all. Straight put y'all in the toilet, flush y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. Y'all gotta stop, bro. Y'all gotta stop. And it don't be the interviewers. It don't be the podcasts. It don't be the bloggers. It be y'all, bro. It be y'all. It's like, y'all get on here and say, oh, bloggers snitching. They giving the feds intel and detail. Man, bro, if you do everything you're supposed to do the right way, it's nothing that a blogger, podcast, or anybody can do to snitch on you. Like, I'm gonna just give y'all an example. I'm not gonna say dude name because I rock with dude. But La homie from Atlanta. La homie from Atlanta that everybody's saying has something to do with the Lamarlo situation. Not gonna say his name, but I'm gonna just say the Lamarlo situation. La homie from Atlanta that everybody's saying has something to do with that. Dude don't do no interviews on that. Dude don't talk about that. Dude don't, none of that. Dude ain't clout chasing. Dude mentioned that shit in the song a couple of times, but it ain't to the point where, all right, the feds probably on his trail, but it ain't to the point where the feds could ice him. Like, yeah, we know for sure you did it. Nah, like, it ain't that. They still trying to put the pieces to the puzzle. Plus, dude don't go on interviews and running his mouth about what happened. So it's hard for him. And I salute dude for that. I salute his whole camp because where he from and whoever teaching him, whoever schooled him, they schooled him right. They schooled him right. Because that ain't no small little M he caught. That's a big old M. And I'm pretty sure Atlanta Police Department still trying to solve that case. I'm pretty sure they want to solve that case bad. But they can't. They can't. I watched one interview with a high-ranking police chief, and he was speaking on dude. He was speaking on the homie. He was like, man, I keep looking into this kid, and I can't find nothing. He said that multiple times. He said, I can't find nothing. And I keep looking into this kid. That's how y'all supposed to be. But y'all not like that, man. Y'all niggas, y'all too easy out here, bro. Too easy. Too easy. As soon as y'all do something, y'all go to jail. Just like the situation with the Lil Ronnie situation. Like, bro, them dudes ain't last a week. They ain't last 2 days. They ain't last a day. They got caught soon as they did that shit. Like, come on now, bro. Y'all niggas is not smart, bro. Y'all not smart. Y'all just be doing shit just to do shit. Like, y'all be trying to build names and buzz and all. Like, it ain't about that, bro. It ain't about that. It's about completing the mission, doing what you gotta do, and ain't nobody gotta know your business, man. Nobody gotta know your business, bro. That's like, with all y'all be out here banging and all that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's allegedly members, y'all be banging. Nobody gotta know you bang. Nobody gotta know what color you bang. Nobody gotta know that. You don't have to tell nobody that, bro. And that's one thing that I was taught. You hear me? Like, you ain't gotta tell nobody what you bang. You ain't gotta tell nobody that. Y'all choose to tell people that, bro. Now, if somebody walk up on you, like, say, for instance, you run across another alleged member, and he bang on you or whatever, you by right, you supposed to tell, you supposed to bark back, because if you don't, that's like a DP, like you don't claim your hood. But I'm saying though, for the most part, you ain't gotta be out here just throwing your flag up and telling people where you ain't gotta do that, bro. See, y'all get yourself in trouble, bro. Y'all get yourself in trouble, bro. Learn how to be more discreet about things, bro. Like when I was growing up, son, we knew everybody who was like that, right? But we ain't know nothing that they did. We only heard about it. We only heard stories and myths. You know what I'm saying? People speak on it like, oh yeah, he the one that, yeah, he like that, yeah. But we never seen those people actually act like that. When we seen those people, they was quiet, they was smiling, they was probably doing normal shit, and we was just spooked out and scared around them because we knew about their work or what they did. But at the same time, them people wasn't on that. Like, they wasn't flaunting their muscle around or really showing that, oh yeah, I'm the one that, nah. Because you don't have to do that, bro. Your work gonna speak for itself. And every real member know that. Your work is gonna speak for itself. You ain't never gotta speak on a situation or show that you even like that for real, for real. Like, I don't go around, throwing around this tough image, portraying that, because I already know, like, if you were to do something to me, I know how I'm going to react already. So it's no need for me to be out here just acting like I'm the biggest, baddest dude in the world. Because I'm already knowing, like, boy, if you play with me or you do the wrong thing, it's up. And I already know how I'm going to carry it and go about it. So it's no need for me to even, like, fake the funk. I call it faking the funk, when niggas just be out here overly tough and acting like, man, you faking, bro. You faking. Because let's just say if something was to happen, they be the first niggas to either cry, something happened to them, or they snitch. You know what I'm saying? They don't be the tough guys, bro. They don't be the tough guys. And even if they do something, let's just say, all right, they always barking at them out, and they do something when something happen, they be the first ones to go to jail. Because it's like, bro, you done barked at them out so much, you done did so much that led up to the situation to where it landed you in jail. If you would have just been quiet about the whole situation and just did your thing, nobody would have expected that of you, because everybody would have been saying, well, he did something to him and he ain't do nothing back. He's not even that type of guy, I don't think. I don't know. The dude ended up, I'm saying, I don't know. Maybe he did something to somebody else and somebody did him something. I don't know. But that guy right there, I remember when that situation happened with him, and he ain't had that type of energy. He just walked off. Y'all gotta learn how to be more discreet about things, bro. Everybody don't have to know your business. Everybody don't have to know how you coming, bro. For real, dog. It's just getting out of hand. Like, there's too many people that won't prove points out here. Like, I ain't got no point to prove. But I know one thing. You play with me the wrong way, it's going up. I ain't got no points to prove, though, at all. Because I already know what I'm going to do. I already know my work. I already know who I am. You know what I'm saying? You got to know yourself. A lot of you dudes, y'all don't know yourself. Me, personally, I know myself. Like, I know what I'm going to go for and what I ain't going to go for. I know what I'm going to do if certain things happen. I just know. A lot of y'all don't know y'allself. So y'all be trying to portray images and show off and all that. You know what I'm saying? And these women, y'all be showing off for these women. These women get y'all hurt, bro. Because, bro, these women gonna live their life. They grew up to be old, man. You know how many times I done sat around my grandma and my great aunties, and they done told me stories about all these old gangsters and all these old... Where them dudes at now? Dead or in prison? And where grandma and auntie and them at home, raising their grandchildren, chilling with their family, telling stories about you niggas. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the nigga that grew up and be able to tell a story. I don't want to be the nigga that's dead in prison. That's lame. You lost at that point. You lost. Bro, once you dead or incarcerated, you have lost. You have lost the game of life. You lost. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter if you grow up to be a broke nigga and never have no paper and never have nothing going on in your life. As long as you ain't in jail or dead, you winning. Because you could wake up, go get you some paper. A broke nigga could always wake up, go get him some paper. A broke nigga could always, a light bulb could always go off in his head and he could just be like, I'm tired of this. And he go get him some money. He go chase his dreams. He go chase a life. Bro, I seen old men run up money. I seen old men, I'm from a project, bro. I'm from the Cali project. I seen old men get out of jail. I'm talking about they get out of jail in their 40s and 50s. Come home, run up a couple $1,000s. So that just go to show you, like, bro, life gonna be life. You can't never be sad and down and out about your situation. Long as you ain't in jail or, deceased, you good, brother. You good, brother. You good. I don't care what goes on in life. Long as you ain't them two things, you good. And you should be able to get up every day with a smile, run that bag up how you please. Even if you don't want to run your bag, you don't want to do nothing. You ain't got to do nothing. That's your choice to not do nothing. But at least you ain't in jail not doing nothing for real. And at least you ain't in that box in the ground not doing nothing for real. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to learn life, bro. That's why I'm here to like teach y'all and like give young dudes game on, like, just take it easy, man. One step at a time. Even if you did make a mistake in your past life and you got some demons coming to haunt you, you know what I'm saying? You feel like you got to look over your shoulder, whether it's police or guys in the streets. You feel like you looking out for. Keep your head up, man. Keep your head up. Strive for better. Every day you get up, just do something positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure it's thick between your past and your present. Make sure it's thick in between them. What I mean by that is make sure everything you do between the time that you did what you did to your present or your future, make sure everything you do in between that is positive and, is worth it. Because once you start indulging in street activity, bro, like your mama tell you, your life gets shorter with every sin that you commit. So once you start indulging in street, why you think a lot of street dudes like to laugh and joke and play a lot? Why you think that? Because life is short, brother. Life is short. They didn't seen life being taken. They probably have taken life. So they understand how serious it is. And they don't want to play. They don't want to, not play. They don't want to be serious all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be the most outrageous, evilest dudes on earth that play a lot. And you be like, why are you so childish? I can't see him doing this and that. Yeah, he really would do it to you, though. He really would. And the reason why he play like that is because he understand life, bro. All his friends are either incarcerated or deceased. He know what he did in life, so his life, it's coming to an end soon. He know that, and he making the best out of his life, and that's what y'all guys got to start doing. Like KEEFE, you should have made the best out of your life. Like, you know what you did. You know what you was involved in, and you made it out all that, and now you in Las Vegas living it up with your grandkid. Man, make the best out your life. Don't go do no interviews and telling people about the business and do, man, no, fly straight. Take your kids to basketball, football practice, baseball, whatever they do, boxing, whatever they do, take them to practice. Teach them little things if you can. Support them. Cook for your family. Show them little few things that you know as a man. Work your day job. Live your life. Be happy that you escaped and that you got away from your past life. Like, it's just sad that I'm 28 and I got this much knowledge and I'm able to give y'all game, and y'all niggas 50, 60, and y'all did worse stuff than me. Like, y'all did way worse stuff than me in y'all life, bro. Like, and the fact that I'm happy that I survived a lot of stuff in my life and that, I ultimately got away, and I ain't even fully away yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm still grinding and trying to find a better way for me and my sons and my daughter and, the women in my life. I'm still grinding, searching for that happiness. But it's like my mindset. I already know I can't go back. We're not going backwards, we're going forward. And I already know, like, I got to make the best of my life because I done seen the worst. Like, I done been on the block all day, hungry, no money in my pocket. But everybody got, you know, ratatouilles and the ops come through blowing and we getting, you know what I'm saying? I done been through all that, bro. I done been through my whole clique, everybody in jail except for me. And I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? And I'm kind of skeptical, scared to move because it's just me out here. So I know I gotta move like, you know, I gotta move military. I gotta move like my life golden at that point. I done been through that, bro. I done been through my best home. I'm at work. I done been through, I'm transitioning my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm transitioning to a better man and I'm at work and I get calls. Oh, so-and-so just got gas. So-and-so, tears falling down my eyes. I'm not leaving work. You know what I'm saying? I'm steady working. I'm chasing, you know what I'm saying? Because I know, like, if I leave work and go out, I'm going backwards. And that's what's my life gonna be. Whatever their life was. Nah, we ain't doing that. We going forward. You know what I'm saying? So I done been through all that before, man. I done lost the best of friends. I done lost the family members, cousins, uncles, people that I love getting life sentences and stuff like that, man. I done been through all that, bro. So it's like, I know how to move. And I been knew how to move. I always knew how to move. And I always had a brain. And I always knew in my mind, like, this just my circumstances, bro. Like, I'm just from this project because my mama was poor. My grandmother was poor. My family was poor. So this just where I had to live at. But I knew this ain't where I wanted to be. I knew ultimately I wanted to be in Beverly Hills. I wanted to be in New York. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be in Seattle. I want to be in Connecticut. I want to be in Miami. I want to be, you know, put up in Atlanta, one of the richest. I want to be in one of the richest neighborhoods in America. Like, I knew that from jump. So it's like I carried my life that way too. Even though I was stuck in the hood, ain't have no out, and this was my reality every day, I still knew in my mind like what I wanted, and if I don't treat my life or move a certain way, I'm not gonna have that. I'm gonna die right here in the hood with nothing. And that's what happened to a lot of dudes. Either they die in the hood with nothing, or they go to jail for the rest of their life with nothing. And I knew that ain't what I want for my life, bro. So I started moving different. You know what I'm saying? I started going to work. Like, it was a time where I ain't have no job. I ain't never even think about job. I just started. I'm 28. I think I just started really working jobs at like 22. Like 22, 23. That's when I really started working. Like, hitting the ground running, working jobs. Before that, man, I wasn't working no job, man. I'm on the block. Because how I'm looking at it, you make $10 an hour, I can make $10 in 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, not worrying about no clock. Like, you make 500 every 2 weeks. I can make 500 in 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm looking at. If I play my cards right, in 1 day, or even in minutes. You know what I'm saying? If I know what I'm, you know what I'm saying? If I'm really, you know, putting the pedal to the metal, I could make $500 in minutes. That's how I used to look at it. But then as you get older and as you get wiser, you get smarter, you start to learn about credit. You start learning about all these different things that you need in order to, you know, be a successful human being in society. Why you think when celebrities get rich, they still be having to deal with so much other things, and it's so much things that they cannot get? That's because you coming straight off the street. You a rapper coming straight off the street and you got millions of dollars. But now that you got millions of dollars, you still, like, your credit's still effed up. So all you got is the money. You still need somebody with the credit to help you get the things that you need. Y'all out here, Lil Durk, when he was like, he felt like a little boy, he had to get his mama to get the car in her name to give to his baby mama. He felt like a little boy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Like, You don't realize that when you in the street doing your thing. You don't realize that I don't have no credit. I don't have this. I don't have that. All you worrying about is money. But when you get the money, that's when reality hits you. Like, boy, you ain't got no credit. You got $1 million with no credit. So now you got to spend months of building credit with the money that you got. You can live the best life you want, but you can't really do nothing unless you spending cash. So that Lamborghini that you want, you probably could just put $20,000 to $30,000 down on that Lamborghini and get it. But since you don't have no credit, you gotta buy this Lamborghini out $400,000. Now your $400,000 out your $1 million is gone, and you already gotta pay taxes on that $1 million. So you looking at you got about 300,000 left, if that 200,000 left. You want a mansion, or it's over with. Your $1 million gone. Your $1 million gone, all because you don't have no credit. But if you had credit, that Lamborghini free, that mansion free, everything basically free. And I learned that just on a small level, like, bro, when I built my credit up and when I started like working and getting money, like, I ain't have no phone or nothing, right? So this same phone that I'm on right now, I went in the store and I went to go get the phone. Now, I had the cash. I had the cash money to buy the phone. But when I went to go see about the phone, the people ran my credit and it was like, all right, just give us $40. It was $40. It was $40 for my watch. I wanted a watch. It was $40 for my watch. And it was like $100 for the phone. So I wound up paying like 160 something, 167 something, and walking out the store with brand new iPhone, brand new Apple Watch. Some shit that would have cost me thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? At least 2 racks I would have had to spend. But I didn't have to spend no 2 racks because I had credit. So that's what let me know, right? It was on a small level. Just looking at that on a small level, that would let me know right there, like, all right, if I get some big money and have some big credit, I could get a mansion like this, or I could get a lamb like this. That's when I went to thinking like that. But you know, life happens, kids, all type of things, ups and downs, and ultimately, I was in a battle of up and down credit. Like, my credit will be up, then it go down. It'll be up, then it go down. It'll be up, then it go down. But that don't matter, because your credit gonna always go up and down. What matters is the fact that you understand credit and that you're working towards your credit. It's a lot of dudes out here that got money. I'm talking about big money, racks. They don't have no credit. So they will always need a female, or they will always need somebody to help them. Don't be that guy, bro. Don't be that guy. Be the guy that understand life, that understand credit, that actually get themselves together. Be that. Because I know for a fact, like, the way I set up my foundation in the near future, I'm not going to need a female for nothing. Like, it's going to be my choice to deal with a female. See, a lot of you dudes, y'all have a female in your life because y'all have no choice. You're homeless. You have nowhere to go. You have no credit. You got a background. You can't get no apartment. You can't even get a bike. You can't even order a bike if you want. It's like, it's a lot, bro. So I understand why some dudes really just be going crazy behind girls all the time, females all the time. But nah, a guy like me, I'm already knowing, like, in the near future, I'm not gonna need, like, it's gonna be my choice to deal with a female, and I'm gonna be able to pick the female that I want versus, you know, dealing with a female that I need. It feels better when you get the female that you want rather than the female that you need. And I know how that feel too. I didn't stay with females before. I didn't stay with my baby mama before. I know how it feel. Like, you need her. Like, you need her. Like, yeah, ain't nothing. You can't get smart. You can't play with nothing. You need her. From the whip to the apartment, you need her. I know how that feel. So that's the shoes that a lot of y'all living in. And it's sad, but I mean, that's why I'm here. Because if ain't nobody teaching y'all nothing, then it's just going to be a continuous cycle. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. KEEFE D, you brought that all on yourself, brother. And it's just sad to see you cry like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. At first I was like, you putting on an act, but I realized that he really he is really overwhelming to him, because it's like he old, he got grandkids to look at, he got custody of his grandkids. He ain't like he just he got custody of his grandkids. So if whatever happened with his situation, his grandkids might go to Child Protective Services. Who knows? Who knows? Nobody knows what's going to happen with those kids. So I understand his pain and where he coming from. I understand it. Because, like, I'm all my kids got right now. And if something would have happened to me, or if I go to prison or something that I never plan on going, you know what I'm saying? I don't plan on going. But if something was to happen to me or something, who gonna look after my kids? Who gonna make sure my kids straight? So I feel his pain. I feel where the tears coming from. But like I said, KEEFE D, you brought all this on yourself, brother. You brought all this on yourself. You had no business getting on Vlad talking about the business. But you did, and we here now. So like, comment, subscribe, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this topic. KEEFE D getting charged with the Tupac murder, and he in jail crying about it. Y'all let me know how y'all feel, man. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.